welcome you all to our holiday concert this evening. And we're starting as close to 6:12 as I possibly can. And if your kids have said why, it's just because I just wanted to make a joke. I didn't really have a good reason to do it at 6:12. So I hope you guys enjoy our concert tonight. Just a couple things. You have the two exits in the back, the exit in the side. Please, make sure your phones are on silent. And, do your best at finding seats and all of that stuff. We're still working out some details for, our spring concert when we have our fifth grade here as well. The first group we have is our sixth grade band. And our sixth grade band, we started out actually this year with only, I think, 8 of the, or something close to that. Raise your hand if you were in band last year. Okay, I don't know how to count, obviously. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I was right. I did that. Okay, cool. And then we got a raise your hand if you're new to the Williamstown band this year. So we got a handful of kids that are new this year. Raise your hand if this is the first year that you played the instrument that you're playing. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5. We've got a handful of kids that have just started. It's been a lot of fun and also a lot of headaches, but we're getting somewhere with them. They came to the concert, so they obviously want to be here. So first thing we're going to start is we're going to play 2 songs out of our Essential Elements book. We are going to play Up on the Housetop and then Jolly Old Saint Nick. There we go. And our last song with 6th grade is a piece called Winter Winds. This piece is by Randall Standridge, and it's a bit tougher for them. We've had to work pretty hard on it, but they have spent a lot of time and they've worked very hard. They've gotten stressed about it. They've worried about it. But, I see Afton shaking her head right now, but we got through it. And it was a push, but they've done a very good job at working and learning a lot of things, so I hope you enjoy the last piece by the 6th grade band, Winter Winds. sixth grade heads down. Once the sixth grade gets down there, middle school, you guys can start heading up. And just so you guys know about what the sixth grade just played, the first piece was totally in unison. The second piece, we had it as there was just two parts. And this one had a lot of different things going on. And they, really worked hard to get that as well as they did. Now, coming up is our middle school band, and this is 7th and 8th grade, and Rivion Bennett, who is in like a high school class during that time. And we are going to play 3 pieces for you all. The first piece that the middle school band is going to play will be the Fighting Falcon March. So not really a holiday-themed piece, but just a nice little march for you all. So we're going to get everybody up here, and then we'll get started. Wanted us to pause real fast. Flying Falcon March, which I took a little slower by accident, but they followed and it went all well. Our next piece is going to be the Merry Christmas Machine. It's got a lot of cool little effects. The percussionist, we had to spend a little time figuring out some parts because they had like 6 different parts on one piece of paper, 6 or 7. It was very poorly written to figure it out, but we got it figured out. So I hope you enjoy next the Merry Christmas Machine. And our final piece for the middle school band is going to be Santa the Barbarian and the Pirates of the North Pole. So last year we did the first Santa the Barbarian, and a lot of the kids loved it, and a lot of the parents were like, that was really weird, but the kids really loved it, and I'm weird, so I like weird things. So we did the second one, and this one is a pirate theme, so it's got some pirate-esque themes in there with holiday tunes. And just to talk a little bit about this middle school band and just everything, first I'd like all 8th graders that are in a marching band, please raise your hand. So these are our 8th graders that are also part of our marching band. It's great. We've been growing all the band programs like this. You can put your hands down now. Sorry, I didn't say to do that. Or just keep them up the whole time if you want. All right, you can keep it up the whole time. Don't put it down. Not until actually, you should probably put it down. You're on a guitar. Okay. All right. So, all of our band programs are growing. Our middle school band is now at 29. It wasn't 30. We had a couple of class changes and stuff, but we're at 29. We have 15 in the 6th grade band. Our high school, we actually have some 8th graders playing with the high school band as well, but we've got 34 high schoolers plus some 8th graders playing. And in our 5th grade that isn't here tonight, but they will be in the spring, we've got 29 of them, so it's great. This program is growing, and not just in size, but they're really improving on you're dedicated. They're improving their musicianship and just everything. We've got great, like the 8th graders, whenever I'm gone or I ask them to do something, they take charge and they make sure to help with others and help the other, like the 7th graders or the younger groups work on things, and it's great. We've got like some 8th grade percussionists that will go and make sure that the other ones put things away and pay attention and all of that. We've got 8th graders that'll give me ideas of how we can try to fix things if something's going wrong. So it's a great group of kids. I really enjoy it, and so I hope you enjoy their last piece, Santa the Barbarian and the Pirates of the North Pole. Oh, and I forgot to mention, and I know he would hate if I did, we do have a narrator for this piece, so he's going to need the mic. We have Chancey Roberts, our senior, our drum captain. He's on the program a lot this evening, so he is the narrator for the 2nd year in the row of this piece, but it's the sequel now. So I hope you enjoy Santa the Barbarian.
Santa the Barbarian had conquered all of the land, and his foes had all fallen, one by one, at his hand. His conquest now finished, and his mind turned to the seas, where new battles had awaited. He thought in his glee. Elves and his crew, he set off from the shoal. Here comes Santa the Barbarian and the Pirates of the North Pole.
middle school band consisting of 7th and 8th grade. And they're going to head down now, and then the Drumline is going to get out. And we're going to have our Drumline play. I will remind them they are inside. We were really crossing our fingers that our new drums would be in. Hopefully we'll get them before the next marching season, or before they perform. Before they perform in Universal this spring. But we're hoping to get them soon. But we wanted to show off our drum line. It's kind of a very mixed group. We've got 4 seniors, 3 8th graders, and then 1 lone 10th grader. So it's a very top heavy and bottom heavy, and then there's nothing in the middle. And all of these pieces were written, so if you're in the front, you get a front row seat of Drumline, so please enjoy. And the Drumline members, while they're getting up here, we have 4 basses. The basses are Matt Adams, Noah Forshey, Destin Lance, and Iris Tanner. We have our tenor player, which is Chancey Roberts. He is also our drum captain. He also wrote all of the cadences that you're going to hear. The cadence, the order they're going to play Boogie, and then they're going to play Jerry Was a Race Car Driver, which he arranged after a Primus song. And then we've got our holiday tune, our holiday cadence, our Christmas cadence, and it is Willem Newford's Holiday Hoedown. And yes, band, you can do the vocal in there too. We're going to have our tubas up here dancing. We're going to have a good old time with it. And I still need to go over a couple other people. We have Willem Newford on the cymbals / sleigh bells. Jillian, do you want to say what it's called? Yeah, thank you. And then we've got our 2 snares. We've got Julian Guckert, and he is our assistant drum captain. And then we have Jillian, I just forgot your last name for a second, Carr, and she's an 8th grade snare player. So a lot of people do not realize that she's in 8th grade. It's awesome that she is on snare. She's done a great job. So I hope you enjoy our drum line and the tubas while they dance for you guys. So I hope you enjoy their performance. they have been great this year. It's not just, we've got a great group of seniors that have really helped, or just all the veteran members of the Drumline and the marching band in general really helped with all of the new members. And we also have a great percussion instructor, and she's here right now. It's Maria DeFranco. You can wave, Maria. She's probably fighting for the baby. Maria helped a lot over the summer and showed up whenever she can, but she's, in college at OU, so you got a lot of school stuff to do. So now the last group that we're going to have will be our high school and some 8th grade middle schoolers, so they can start heading up onto the stage. So just to explain why we have a few 8th graders playing as well, we were starting to go over music in middle school band, but with them being in marching band, they started to get bored really quick. Some of them did, and they wanted something challenging. So I asked if they wanted to do high school band as well. It's during their lunch. So what they do is they bring their lunch in the band room, they eat, and then they come and play. And I think we have a couple more that might do it in the spring as well, so that's great. And, they really enjoy it. They have a lot of fun with it. So this is our high school concert band. And while they're all getting onto the stage, I guess I could just, ramble a little bit. I've been doing pretty good so far. I think this has been one of the fastest concerts I've had yet. Just to talk a little bit about marching band, because a lot of these members, a lot of the people on this stage are actually a part of the marching band. If you're a part of the marching band, could you please raise your hand? Now keep in mind, we do not make marching band mandatory. It is optional because we work on concert band music throughout the year. And you put your hands down. Are you going to do the same thing? Okay. All right. You're posers because Taylor already did that. So that's. We work on concert band music all year round. We start and we just gradually add pieces along with everything else we do, whether it be marching band stuff. We have a lot of kids had all-state auditions, which we'll talk about later. All the different things that they're, involved in. But this year we did something new where I really challenged them. Normally with the middle school we get about maybe 2 pieces in the fall because of everything that's going on. In the high school we have about 4. Sometimes we've had it to where it's been a smaller piece, something like that. But this year both groups we got middle school playing 3 pieces, and then the high school we had them playing 5, and it was a push. But they really like the challenge. A lot of them are whether they like all the pieces or not, there's at least one part of some of the pieces they like. Okay, maybe not one of the songs, but I can't control that. So I really do hope you enjoy the high school portion of our concert. We will first play a piece called Kentucky 1800. So I hope you enjoy. And now we're on to the Christmas portion of our concert. We've got two, well, of this section of the concert. We have two Christmas tunes for you. The first one we're going to play is Happy Xmas, War is Over. While giving everybody a little bit of a break, real quick, just wanted to say a couple other things. You know, it's not just me doing this. We have a great music staff that helps out, you know, like helps with different things, with Miss Clark, with the strings, Miss Hunt, with the choir, who also is, you know, is the assistant band director for marching band and helps out a lot. We've got great, you know, help with our marching band, whether they volunteer a little bit or they get paid some, like, you know, just to help out with these kids. We also have a great group of parents that, you know, go to booster meetings and work and things like that. So if you're ever free, the second Thursday, typically every month, we have our booster meetings. The bigger our band gets, the more help we need. We need a lot of stuff. We need to, you know, we need to get a lot of new instruments, a lot of things to fix. And so we can always use more parents to help with, you know, because these kids eat a lot, especially marching band. They also drink a lot of water, or they drink one drink of the bottle and then they leave it somewhere. But you guys probably experience that at your house too. But you know, if we have a booster meeting this Thursday, we would gladly take any help that you can, because, you know, the bigger the band program gets, the more help we need. And you guys are, all parents are crucial, not just for taking the kids, but for everything you do. So our first piece that we'll play of our Christmas tunes is going to be Happy Xmas, War is Over, and I hope you enjoy it. end our program. I really do hope you enjoyed it. I think we went pretty quick, so I'm proud of myself. I would like to thank you all for coming. I'd like to thank you for, letting your kids do band, letting them deal with me. I probably know that you hear a lot of stories, and I'm glad that you let them, be here and make music and just have a good time. This has just been a great group. And I'll just I'm going to do a lot more recognition at our spring concert, but could all the seniors, could you stand up? And, these are our seniors here. We've got a lot of seniors. Luckily, we have a lot of 8th graders, too. So these are our seniors. They've just been great. All right, you can sit down now, seniors. And then we also, I've been talking about it, just so you can see the 8th graders are playing. The 8th graders, could you stand up or wave in the back of your percussion? So we've got 5 8th graders that were brave enough to play, and they, sacrificed some of their lunchtime to play with us, and it's great. You guys can sit down now. Oh, thank you. Yeah, somebody needed to be able to see Willem. And one other thing you might have noticed, we've got some people that, Riv and Gabe, they've been switching around on trombone and tuba or baritone, depending on what the song is, and it just keeps them on the toes. So the last piece that we're going to do, and we really hope you enjoy, is called Tuba Christmas. We wanted to feature our tuba players and our euphonium players and baritone players. We wanted to feature them, and we really hope you enjoy it. Please, and I hope, I'm glad that you guys came to this concert. I hope you can attend other concerts. We have our choir concert coming up on the 13th. Am I right, Miss Hunt? Oh, I thought she was. Okay, but we have our choir concert on the 13th. We've got our strings concert on the 16th, and actually some of the band members will not, some of them are in strings, some of them will be playing. So we've still got a lot of holiday music that you all can enjoy and hear. We have an elementary strings concert tomorrow night, so there's a lot going on. And, if you're bored and want to listen to music, by all means. So I hope you enjoy our last piece. Oh, and also there are cookies and refreshments up over there at the end of this concert, so feel free to get food before you leave. Once again, I thank you all for coming to our holiday concert. I hope you get some refreshments out there, and I hope you have a great rest of your night.